We've got some breaking news coming in with regards to the current situation between India and Pakistan. It's the US Secretary of State who has now asked Pakistan to speak to India. Message coming in from the United States of America to Pakistan: you must condemn and act against terrorism. Punish the terrorists who are behind the Pahalgam attack. Open direct line with India. US also has told Pakistan maintain peace in South Asia. So the United States of America, which is now saying that Pakistan must condemn and act against terrorism. Bill, we are seeing these statements coming in, and you were also speaking about the fact that we could see the United States of America coming on board, or at least giving out an offer both to India and to Pakistan that mediation needs to take place. No one at the moment wants this situation to escalate. Do you also think United States of America at the moment is also looking at the larger South Asia picture when it's trying to make sure that Pakistan comes out and maintains peace?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the U.S. is concerned about the entire region. Certainly, India is, an area, a kind of a country with a special relationship with the United States that has consistently been growing over the recent years. And so, the United States wants to continue that momentum and continue to strengthen ties there. But we do have interests across the entire region. And yeah, I'm sure the United States is primarily concerned with keeping some level of stability and kind of halting any sort of uncontrolled escalation. And unfortunately, both the United States and India have experience enduring terrorism of this kind.
Right.
So there's a common experience there that bonds the two countries, I think, in understanding how heinous these actions are, and that decisive action needs to be taken.
Right, Bill, that's why we have also seen how the President, Donald Trump, also time and again has said that United States understand what terrorism can do. And this is not the first time we are seeing the government, the US government, coming out and mediating. We have seen how they are pushing Russia and Ukraine to make sure that they come to some sort of a peace treaty. And now we are seeing these statements coming in. The United States also is now asking Pakistan to condemn and to act against terrorism, and also to go ahead and to punish those who are responsible for this act. So a push coming in from the United States of America. Do you think this push will continue in day to come?
I'd be very surprised if it didn't. I think I'm sure that, this is kind of this is the minimum that Pakistan really owes. I think countries around the world can affirm that terrorism is wrong, and that the perpetrators of terrorism need to be punished. So it's the duty of Pakistan to affirm both of those truths, and also to kind of assert its willingness to bring the perpetrators to justice. It's not an unfair push for the United States to make, and it will continue to make it, I suspect.
Do you believe we could see more of these kind of statements coming in from the United States of America? Do you think it will keep on pushing Pakistan so that at least condemnation comes in from Pakistan? Because, Bill, at the moment, the only statements that we are seeing coming in from Pakistan is that Pakistan is not at fault. They, in fact, are also pointing fingers at India and saying that it was a fault of India that this terror attack took place. Not a single sorry. And definitely not something that, Pakistani leaders are going out and telling their own citizens that what happened was wrong. They, in fact, have started pointing fingers at the Indian government.
Right. I think it's very likely that the United States continues to press on this point because, again, it's not controversial to say that terrorism is wrong. Obviously, it's a more complex geopolitical picture here, where the Indian government has asserted that the Pakistani government is connected to this act. But regardless, again, it is the duty, it's incumbent on any government to recognize that terrorism is wrong, and a brutal attack of this nature is unconscionable.
Bill, do you also believe that we could see other senior leaders from the US government? In fact, do you think that it could also be the president himself who could at some point of time, given the way things are escalating, could actually pick up the phone and have a conversation with the Indian Prime Minister on one side, the Pakistani Prime Minister on the other side? Do you think that also at the moment is something that can happen?
There's certainly a wide range of possibilities that are possible right now, and that is, in my mind, one of them. President Trump and Prime Minister Modi have a very close relationship. President Trump has signaled time and again that he's very invested in strong US-India ties. He's already tweeted in solidarity with India in this moment. Um, I suspect that he'll be interested in doing what it takes to try to see a peaceful resolution here. Of course, this is competing with a number of other priorities, and the situation is evolving rapidly, but
Right.
certainly I think it's possible.
Thank you, Bill Drexel, geopolitical expert, joining me from the Hudson in Washington, D.C.